So finally, Coach CK Akonnor has been sacked as the head coach of the Black Stars, the Ghana Football Association has announced. So after an ESCO meeting held on Monday, the GFA finally settled on the decision to sack Coach CK Akonnor and his technical team. And we'll be talking more about it because the Ghana Football Association has promised that they will appoint a new coach in the next 72 hours. So we'll be talking more about it and looking at which coach stands the chance of replacing Coach CK Akonnor and all that. So as usual, if you are new here, make sure you subscribe to the channel, like, share, and don't forget to leave a comment. So let's delve straight into it. And Coach Charles Akonnor was appointed as the substantive coach of the Black Stars in 2020, and he managed the club for 20 months and 11 games based on what you want to call it. Some say it's 10 matches, some say 11 matches, but I will go with 11 matches. And with the 11 matches, he was able to win just 4 games. He lost 5 matches and drew twice. His last 4 games produced just 1 goal, that was against Ethiopia, and the Black Stars lost 2 games, drawing 1. Well, Coach CK Akonnor didn't get the applause of many because after that game against South Africa, there were calls for him to be sacked. Well, this evening, the Ghana Football Association issued a statement, and let me read it to you. It says the Executive Council of the Ghana Football Association has taken a decision to terminate the appointment of Black Stars coach Charles Akonnor and his 2 assistants with immediate effect. This follows the receipt of the technical reports from the head coach of the senior national team and the reports from the Black Stars Management Committee following Ghana's Group G World Cup qualifying matches against Ethiopia and South Africa. The Executive Council, after considering the 2 reports, have decided to terminate its relationship with the head coach CK Akonnor and the 2 assistants. The Executive Council has formed a 3-member committee made up of the Vice President Mark Addo, Upper East Regional Football Association Chairman Alhaji Safiu Zida, and Randy Abe to find a head coach and an assistant coach for the Black Stars within the next 72 hours. The association wishes CK Akonnor and his assistant the very best in their future endeavors. Ghana currently have 3 points after the 2 opening matches in the World Cup qualifiers. The Black Stars will take on Zimbabwe in the next round of games in October 2021. Signed, GFA Communications. Yes, so that was the press release statement released by the Ghana Football Association communications team, and Coach CK Akonnor and his technical team made up of Coach David Duncan and Patrick Griveres, who was brought in I think 2 months ago from abroad, and he has faced the sack in the last 60 days being with the Black Stars. Well, it's sad for him and Coach CK Akonnor, but the records are the 11 matches and they managed to win just 4, losing 5 and drawing 2. Well, I think the Ghana Football Association had to sack him because they don't want to repeat what happened 4 years ago where Coach Kwesi Appiah was unable to qualify the team to the World Cup, and this time Ghana wants to make sure they be at the World Cup. So Coach CK Akonnor was sacked based on that. Well, according to my sources, the GFA and some government officials held closed-door meetings prior to today's Executive Council meeting to discuss on if Coach CK Akonnor should go ahead and be the head coach of the Black Stars. Well, according to what I heard, some of the government appointees or government officials were not elated with the work that Coach CK Akonnor has done, and they also joined Ghanaians in calling for the dismissal of Coach CK Akonnor. More of this interference, but ever since the black man or the local coach has been in charge, this is where we found issues with players who were not supposed to be in the squad being included in the squad, and the coach doesn't have nothing to do with them in the team. Well, finally, Coach CK Akonnor has been sacked, and Ghana still have a number of games to play in the World Cup to ensure that they return to the World Cup in 2022. Well, what is the way forward? As I just read to you, the next 72 hours, that's in the next 2 days or 3 days, the committee has been set up, a 3-member committee has been set up, and they've been tasked to ensure that the Black Stars I believe that Coach Samabuedu is not up to the task. I think he should be, he should continue to handle the under 15 side of the national team and also be at the helm at Accra House of Folk and develop his game and his tactics. By the time he's well developed, then he can come to head the Black Stars. Well, there have been also calls for Coach Salastete to come back to the national duties and make sure he handles the Black Stars. Well, I think it's a good call because Coach Salastete helped the team when we went for the Under-20 World Cup in Egypt and we managed to win it. Since then, there have been growing calls for him to head the Black Stars, but then again, whenever the opportunity arises for him to become the head coach, he is not given the opportunity to head the Black Stars. But I think moving forward, he deserves he should be considered as one of the coaches who can head the Black Stars. Then again, there have been calls for Javi Renard, the former coach of Ivory Coast and Zambia, who helped the two countries win the African Cup of Nations in the past. According to some people, they believe that he has the experience and he has done it and he has shown time and time again that he can win the AFCON given opportunity. Well, for me, I think Javi Renard has grown past the Black Stars and the national team in Africa. I don't think there's any African team that can pay him that amount of money that he's earning. If you would like to coach the Black Stars, then it means he's going to take a pay cut and come here and show, demonstrate that he indeed has control over the African continent when it comes to AFCON or when it comes to African football. So I believe that Javi Renard, Coach Salastete, good choice as well. It's up to the Black Stars committee, 3-member committee, to decide on who they think deserves to be the head coach of the Black Stars. But then again, Coach CK Akonnor is not the only person who faced the sack to the Zimbabwe head coach Jafco Lukarozic, who was formerly the head coach of Kumasi Asante Kotoko, was also sacked by the Zimbabwe Football Federation earlier today. Zimbabwe are in the same group with Ghana in Group G of the World Cup qualifiers, and Zimbabwe have not won a game in the World Cup qualifiers, and this is very disturbing for the team, and they have sacked their coach. They're also looking for a new coach. So it's not only Ghana who are in the market looking for a new coach, but also Zimbabwe, their opponents in Group G. Well, we look forward to what happens the next 72 hours. I will bring you up to speed on all that. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, like, share, and don't forget to leave a comment. My name is Joseph Adamafiu. Thanks for watching.